What's up guys, welcome to another lesson on Photoshop, and let's go now to File and New. So in order to create a new project again, and let's write here test again. And now what I actually want to write it here is width is 1000, height is 1250. Okay, 1250, that's what we need. Resolution 300, color mode RGB, and if that's all okay for you, then let's press OK, create. Okay, perfect. So let's just put our image here, and this time I'm gonna use a different image. So we just press, and now in order to make it fit the whole project, so I don't want these white lines to appear here, I hold shift, press and drag on the edges, press and drag on the edges. Okay, perfect. And now I have to press OK here. Now let's go to layers panel again. And now let's remove this background layer, white one, we don't need it. Okay, so today we're gonna do something fun, something really fun. Let's press here, and last time we went through some of these adjustment layers, but we are not going to look to all of them right now because we're gonna learn them project by project, because there's a lot here and I don't want you to dive into it and don't understand how these things work. So let's choose Huesaturation right now, and let's just play with it. For example, let's make it a little bit left. Okay, let's close this. Now let's say we want this adjustment layer appear only on her hair. So let's say we want the face, the t-shirt, the face, the dress and everything else appear normal, but we just want her hair to be colored like this. So if I turn it off, this is normal and this is colored. So what we can do in order to make only hair be in this color, as you can see here we have this white thing. This is called mask. When it's white, that means this mask is affecting the whole image. We can use black color to indicate places where mask won't be working, where this layer won't be working. So let's choose our brush here. So we can press right here and choose our first option, brush tool. Okay, now what we need to do is actually we need to make sure here we have black color. So you can press here and you can make sure you have black color selected. Then we need to go here, we can press here, and let's make our hardness 100%. I will explain what is that in a moment. And let's make the size, let's say for example, something like this, 75. Now let's make sure that our opacity is 100, flow is 100, and smoothing is 0. Once we have all set up, now we can make sure that we have this pressed. As you can see, that squares around it, that means it's pressed, it's selected. Now when we start drawing, as you can see, where we draw, the colors are moving away, so and we see the original image. If I release, now I can see black color here. This black color indicates that this layer, this effect, this adjustment layer is not appearing here. So this adjustment layer appears only on white places. Okay, let's just explain again. For example, if I color black anywhere, as you can see, the effect is going away. If I change my color to white, for example, I can press here to change between white and black, or you can also press here in order to make your colors default. So default is white and black, and I can press now here to change them. For example, I choose white color now, and when I start coloring, as you can see, my adjustment layer is getting back, so the effect is appearing back, and as you can see, the hair is getting colored again. Why? Because I'm drawing white. Everything that is white is affected by our adjustment layer. Everything that is black is not affected by our adjustment layer. For example, I color here again, and as you can see, it's getting the effect again. So this part is sometimes very difficult for new students. So if you didn't understand it, just go to the beginning of this video and start all over again, and I promise you, you will understand it. Or if you still don't understand it, just message me and I will explain it to you. Okay, now what we need to do actually, so let's just take this mask here and we can move it here to our trash bin, delete it. Yes, delete mask. Now I want to create a new mask here, so it's empty and it's all white. I can go here and press this button here, and as you can see, it will create a mask. I press it and a mask is created. Perfect. Now in order to make our hair, our adjustment layer appear only on the hair, we need everything else to be black, and then we can color our hair white, so the adjustment layer affects only the hair. So let's go here and make the size a little bit bigger, a little bit more. Okay, I also have to tell you that you can also use hotkeys to make the size of our brush bigger or smaller. In order to do that, you can use the open or closed brackets. I will show you which ones. Yeah, this one's open and close on your keyboard. So they're usually located on upper right corner of the keyboard. And for example, you can press this one to make our brush smaller, or this one to make our brush bigger. For example, I press the open bracket and it's getting bigger, or close and it's getting smaller. Okay, perfect. Now let's make it bigger. And now we have to choose black color. So we press here, and then we can draw it. And when we draw it, as you can see, the adjustment layer is not showing anymore, so the effect is gone. As you can see, it's all black here. That's why we don't see it. And if we turn it off or turn it on, it doesn't really matter. So what we can do now is we can change our color to white. And now let's make our brush a little bit smaller. You can also make the size smaller or bigger from here. Okay, and now when I start drawing, as you can see, the hair is starting to change the color. So now the adjustment layer appears only there where we draw white color. As you can see, everything is black, no adjustment layer, white place, we see adjustment layer. And the magic of that is that if we press double twice here, now we can change the hue, and when we change it, only the place where we colored white, only that place is actually changing its color. Amazing, right? That means we can change any color on our image. Okay, let's just close this and let's turn off this for now. Let's go to something else. For example, let's choose brightness here and make our image full bright. And let's choose black color and make our brush bigger. And if I start coloring, as you can see, we see the original image because I have black here and everything is white, is affected by this adjustment layer. Now let's turn this off also. Now let's say I want her hair to be green, but I want this one, her clothes, to be different color. So I can press here, I can choose Huesaturation again, and now when I'm going to change the colors, just pay attention to her clothes, nothing else. So let's say let's say this is the color that I want for her clothes to be. Let's close this one. So again, I press on the mask, I choose black color, and I start painting all black. As you can see, it's all black now. Now I can press here, and with white brush I can color, and when I color, as you can see, we see her clothing to change its color. But if I overlap with the other effect, for example, if I overlap here, as you can see, we get a different color because both of them are overlapping. Okay, don't get into this, it may be a little bit complicated. Anyway, as you can see, it's not that. And as you can see, we're getting behind the. For example, you can see that here I'm a little bit off and I'm getting behind her clothes, but that's not a big problem. The main part right now is just to have some fun and understand how this works. I'm going to show you how to make sure everything is done detailed, and we color on the hair, and we don't go on the face and other stuff. Okay, now let's turn off both of them. So in order to make things different color, every time we have to choose a new Huesaturation adjustment layer and color it. Another thing which we can actually do is let's just delete all of them. In order to choose few, we can hold Ctrl, press, you see it's selected. I hold Ctrl, I press another one, and it's selected again, and I can press delete, and it's gone. Yes, delete. Perfect. Now let's create a new one, Huesaturation, and let's change the color again. There's actually a better way to turn white mask into a black one. So I just have to press twice here, and when you press twice, you will see something like view properties. You will see a window appear with two buttons. You have to select the view properties, and now the properties panel opens. You can also actually just press here and open here the properties panel, and it's the same. And here we have to press invert. So what invert does, it changes the white with black, and it changes black with white. So if I press invert here, as you can see, it's now black. If I press again, it's white again. So let's invert this one, and now we can go again, choose our brush tool, white color, and now when we start coloring, as you can see, we see the effect again. So now if I choose our mask and I go to properties, if I press invert, where we see white we will see black, where we see black we will see white. If I press invert, as you can see, it changes the black and white, and it's different right now. Perfect. Now let's delete this one, and in the next lesson I'm gonna show you how to delete the part of the image that we don't need and how to use mask on other layers.